Hello and welcome to today's lecture. The topic of the day is the programs conducted by U.G.C and Open Learning System. The objectives of this lecture are understanding the concept of University Grants Commission, a brief idea about the programs conducted by U.G.C and understanding the concept of open learning. The University Grants Commission. The University Grants Commission (UGC) was set up by the Government of India under an Act 3 of 1956 of Parliament in 1956. The functions of the Commission as described in Section 12 of the Act are: it shall be the general duty of the Commission to take in consultation with the universities or other bodies concerned all such steps as it may think fit for the promotion and coordination of university education and for the examination and research in universities. The UGC Act was amended in 1972 with a view to regulating the unplanned proliferation of universities by adding a proviso which said, "No grant shall be given by the central government, the Commission, or any other organization receiving any funds from the central government to a university which is established after the commencement of the UGC Amendment Act 1972, unless the Commission has, after satisfying itself as such matters as may be prescribed, declared such university to be fit for receiving grants." As a result of this proviso, the state government started consulting the UGC before establishing new universities. Another important power invested in the Commission under the Act is to inquire into the financial needs of the universities, to allocate and disburse grants for the maintenance and development of universities, and to recommend to any university measures necessary for the improvement of university education, concerned upon the action to be taken for the purpose of implementing such recommendations. The Commission has, under the amended Act, now got the power to allocate and disburse out of the funds of Commission grants for maintenance to the universities other than central universities, for any specified activities of such universities, or for any general and specified purpose. The University Grants Commission Act was further amended in September 1984. The UGC performs the following important functions. Number 1. Promotes and coordinates university education. Number 2. Determines and maintains standards of teaching. Number 3. Determines and maintains examinations. Number 4. Determines and maintains standards of research. Some of the programs conducted by UGC are: Faculty Development Program for colleges. It includes award of teacher fellowship for doing MPhil, PhD or conferences in India. Number 2. Short-term visit of young faculty members to reputed institutions. The program aims at enhancing the academic and intellectual environment in the institutions by providing faculty members with enough opportunities to pursue research and also to participate in seminars, conferences, workshops. Participation in such programs would enable faculty members to update their research and pedagogical skills. The objectives of FDP are: Number 1. To provide an opportunity to the teachers of the colleges to pursue their academic research activities leading to the award of MPhil, PhD degree. Number 2. To provide an opportunity to the teachers to present papers in academic conferences, seminars, or participate in workshops. and exchange knowledge and ideas. Number 3, to provide opportunity to young faculty members to spend a short period not less than 2 weeks and not more than 2 months at institutions of their choice for a better academic exposure. UGC supported orientation programs and refresher courses. The academic staff colleges established are conducting specially designed orientation programs for newly appointed lecturers and refresher courses for in-service teachers. The orientation program is intended to inculcate in the young lecturers the quality of self-reliance through awareness of the social, intellectual, and moral environment, as well as to discover self-potential and confidence. The orientation programs contributes to the teacher awareness of the problems of the Indian society and the role of education, higher education leaders and educators in the resolution of these problems to achieve desired goals in national development. The refresher course provides opportunities for serving teachers to exchange experiences with their peers and mutually learns from each other. It will be a forum to abreast of the latest advances in the subjects, technological spin-off, etc. The Commission has been providing cent% financial assistance to the host universities or institutions to run the courses mainly towards cost of resource persons, participants, books, materials, working expenses and salaries of the UGC, allocated staff, etc. as per the norms under the program. UGC CBSE NET. CBSE, Central Board of Secondary Education, now conducts NET NET exam on behalf of UGC for the post of lecturer and for providing the JRF for Indian nationals in order to ensure minimum standards for the entrance in the teaching profession and in research. The exam is conducted in streams such as arts, humanities, social sciences, commerce, etc. Besides these programs, UGC also provides change to opt for time-bound programs and provides funding to run these programs like add-on courses, short-term certificate courses, diploma courses, etc. for colleges and universities. Important and need-based welfare schemes are also thrown open by UGC from time to time, like healthcare centers, childcare centers inside campuses for facilitation of students and staff respectively. UGC, under its special financial schemes, also offers various schemes of funding. History of open education. In Europe and North America, open or distance education programs have been operational in the form of correspondence education for adults wishing to secure diplomas, degrees or just skills and information of their special interests. Early in the 20th century, universalization of primary education in remote geographical areas was carried out by Australia, Canada and New Zealand through postal tuition. Later, correspondence education began to cover secondary, higher and some branches of professional education. The use of radio and television for learning support brought in the term distance education. In 1969, the establishment of the United Kingdom Open University, UKOU, gave a new direction to this field. Along with print materials such as study materials, it introduced audio and video materials and a system of personal guidance through contact centers for learners and their counselors. The thrust of Open University towards equality of educational opportunities for millions of people interested in learning, such as housewives, workers, etc., received wide appreciation. Soon after, many correspondence courses were converted firstly into distance education and then into open education, using the new style of postal tuition supported by personal contact and multimedia packages of learning materials. A pilot project in correspondence education was started by the Delhi University in 1962-63 for BA pass level students. This experiment proved successful, as a result of which many universities started correspondence courses for different classes. At the end of March 1988, 34 universities and 2 institutions deemed to be universities were offering correspondence courses in education leading to the B.Ed degree. Andhra Open University was started in 1982 on the pattern of the Open University of UK. At present, a wide number of universities and institutions are deemed to be universities offer distance education courses. The Indira Gandhi National Open University IGNOU was established in 1985 and Professor G. Rama Reddy assumed the office of the Vice Chancellor of the university. 100 acres of land was acquired for this university and it started functioning at this complex from 1989. Open University. The Open University is a non-residential university which provides part-time degree and other courses using multimedia, correspondence texts and summer schools together with a network of study centers for contact, with part-time tutors and counselors and with fellow students. In many courses, no formal academic or very relaxed academic are needed to register for these courses, but the standards of the degrees are the same as those of other universities. Thus, the philosophy behind the Open University is to throw open the doors of higher education to all. Its emphasis is in an openness, the meaning of which is providing university-level education for all, those who are desirous and capable of acquiring it irrespective of their age. The Open University is open to learners to learn wherever they want, how they want, and what they want. The Open Universities offer BA degrees, MA, MSc, MPhil and PhD programs mainly through research. The continuing programs including short courses of community education, in-service training for teachers, updating courses for managers, scientists and technologists, all kinds of latest growing knowledge related programs are offered in the Open Universities. Open Learning System. The term Open Learning System is a common name for correspondence courses, correspondence education, open education, distance education, open university education, off-campus study, etc. These methods have made education easily accessible to large majority of learners who, due to one or the other reasons, could not make use of the formal, full-time, regular courses. Distance education or the open learning systems of education means the separation of the teacher and the student and the consequent use of a large media print as well as electronics to enable the learning process to take place. Most quoted definition of distance education is that of Professor Borge Homburg, who says, "The various forms of study at all levels which are not under the continuous, immediate supervision of tutors present with their students in lecture rooms or on the same premises, but which, nevertheless, benefit from the planning, guidance and tuition of a tutorial organization." Distance education describes those forms of education in which teacher and learner carry out their essential tasks apart from one another. A large number of universities in India provide correspondence courses for various degrees. Correspondence education has come to be recognized as an effective alternative system of providing education at all levels and to a varied clientele. It has a great potential for imparting non-formal education and for vocationalizing education. It also suits in-service persons. Objectives of open learning system. Number 1. To provide a second opportunity of study to those who missed such an opportunity earlier. Number 2. To provide a suitable alternative path to wide majority of learners, especially in higher education. Number 3. To provide an efficient and less expensive process of education. Number 4. To advance and disseminate learning and knowledge by a diversity of means. Number 5. To provide education facilities to all willing persons who are unable to join regular university and other courses due to various reasons. Number 6. To provide opportunities of academic pursuits to educated citizens willing to improve their standard of knowledge and learning through continuing education while in employment. That was all about today's lecture. Thank you.